Hello. So, let's see if I can find myself. I hope so. Let's see. Hopefully I can see myself. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there I am. Hi. Good. I'm here. Hello. Good day. Yeah, hi Anita. Right on time. Oh, and they're going to chat. That's not okay. Good. Well, hi. I think you can see me. I think you can hear me. Hi. Geesje, you found me. Great. Hello. Yeah. A new live from me this time. I'm going to do, well, a few nice things, I hope, with the new collection from the Art Journal Specials, Florals on Fabric, which is a great collection. It's a spring collection of the Art Journal Specials, and I'm going to work with fabric because, well, of course, that's part of the name, and I'm going to do some mixed media and all kinds of different pages. And of course, I want to do too much, and I only have an hour, but I will try and I'll do my best. First of all, we have a winner of last week's gift cards, and I wrote it down and I don't have it anymore. So I think somebody from Elizabeth Craft Designs is with me. I think it's Catherine, and I can't remember the last name. So if anybody from Elizabeth Craft Designs is listening, just write it down and I will tell it. And I know I have seen it. I have seen the email. It's Catherine, but I don't know which one anymore. Yeah, the flowers are great. This is I've made a lot of examples, but Els has them. So I don't have them here. This is the only one I've got here. This is a card. This is actually a slim card I made with one of the stencils. I'll show you. Because there are 4 stencils. I think Els showed them to you. And I made it with this one, the flowers. That's actually, I just put it on my page and used modeling paste, and after that I used pigment powders, and it gives a nice effect with all kinds of colors. And I love stencils. I think everybody knows I love stencils. But this is a card I made, and I made the jar, and this time I put the flowers in the jar with, of course, the gorgeous butterflies. I will use the jar in different ways today, in 3 different ways actually. So I only have one example. The rest is with Els at the moment, or on its way to the US. That's possible too. I have prepared quite a lot of things for today. And I always want to do too much, but let's see how much we can do. First of all, this one. I die cutted the new page, the torn page, which fits in the passport size traveler's notebook and in the big one. The big one, well, everything fits in the big one. These are pages for the big one. And this is actually paper, the fabric paper with the words fabric. Yeah, in it. And I did not see, Catherine, I know Baumgart, can that be? It's a bit of a German last name. Oh, horrible. I have seen it, I have read it, and now I forgot the last name. But this is the paper from the Art Journal Specials, this as well. So I die cutted paper, I die cutted the labels that comes with the die. I will show you in a minute the dies. I have, oh yeah, the honeycombs and the flower, and this comes out of the honeycomb die, and I thought I will save it because it's cute. I stamped the heart balloons, the flowers. I die cutted leaves, more flowers, and I will just make several pages. This is fun. I will show you in a minute. The butterflies, more flowers, more honeycomb, and the big labels. I've die cutted those as well. I've done a lot. I will start with the fabric labels. Yeah, and welcome everybody who is still coming in. Welcome, welcome. Always lovely to see you here. Okay, I will just put this aside. I will use this later. I've stamped and cut the jar more. And oh yeah, I've got this one. This I die cutted a label from Cork, as well as the the lid of the jar, and I will show you the effect of that is really great. Good, the dice. Baumkarker, yeah. Yeah, Catherine, you won last week's gift certificates, the $50 gift certificates. Yeah, that's you. You have won. Congratulations. Oh yeah, before I go further, I also die cutted the squares from the puzzle page. I'm going to do something fun with that later on, but it's this one. And this is my book with die cuts from the Art Journal specials. Okay, so this one is the new page die with the labels and the no end dies in there, and it's all beautiful. And this is what I have used. And the honeycomb one, the edge dies, it's all gorgeous. And I wanted to show you this as well. I'm going to use this one too in a minute. Hi Els. Els is on her way to the airport. And yeah, you made it. You made it. Good. Let's see what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do this one first because this is a no end die as well. That means if you die cut it in the middle of a page, you don't get a hole, but you actually get the image on there. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use this. What I did was I die cutted a white page for my big traveler's notebook, and I did that twice. One with a bit thick cardstock and one with a design paper. And I'm going to glue it on here. But you can have a very nice effect with the no end die on there. My big shot is too big to put it here. I only have a very small workspace here under the camera, but I have it here just in front of me. And all I will do is put it on there, put it through the machine, and that's it. I will show you. I cannot show you the die cutting because it's out of, it's not within the camera reach, but you understand what I'm going to do, I think. Good. Well, it's placed exactly how I showed you. Just going to use my big shots. And that should be it already. That's it. Easy as that. Let's put the water back. I've got a big bowl of water here because I'm going to use the stencils as well. Okay, here I am again. Yeah. And if I get all the paper out of there, which you can use as well for something else, just because it's fun, then, whoop, where is my, I have a thingy, here it is, that helps me get the rest out of here. There we go. So, this one, right. All I have to do now is glue it on here, and I have a very nice background for whatever I want to do on there. So, yeah, don't forget to like, comment and share the video, in order to win a gift card just like Catherine. I'm just going to put some glue on there. And it's a very easy background with this die. I have to put a bit of glue there, otherwise it will come up. And there we go. I found one more, yeah, piece of paper. There we are. All I have to do is glue it. And we are done. There we go. I call this a no-end die because there's no end. It's not a hole. Normally, if you die cut something like this, then you will just get the hole and the image in your hand. In this case, the image is on your page because there are actually no lines surrounding the die. So that's why it's called a no-end die. So quick, easy, ready. Has to dry for a bit. That's it. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use this and the nice effect you've got. You can put a picture here, you can use anything on there, but it's so easy to use. Okay, then this one, a new page die. What did I do? I also used another no-end die on here. It's actually with the set from this die set, the page die. You can also use it on the label, on the small label. I can't show you how I've done that because it's not here anymore, but it's exactly the same as the one I just used. I just used it on this one. And what I did was glue a bit of white paper behind it. You won't see it. Then you just, for the effect, because I will just glue this and make a pocket of it. So easy. It's a collection that has a great effect very fast because the paper is beautiful. The dies are timeless. You can use it. It's always pretty to use flowers. It's not something that's out of fashion in a year or so. It's always fun to use. So this is also a page. It will go into my traveler's notebook behind the elastic, you know, in the traveler's notebook, and you can use this in the passport die, of in the passport book, or in the big traveler's notebook. There are 3 sizes. So yeah, it's really very easy to use. The line is called Flowers and Fabric. Fabric with CK because of the bricks on the paper. There are a lot of papers that have the bricks on there, which are great to use with the window of the last collection as well. I actually asked for those brick papers and Ilse said we listened to you. So I'm very, very grateful for Ilse for listening and making this, because it comes in very handy with previous collections as well. And of course the flowers, well, there are a lot of flowers in this collection, but also fabric. There's fabric on the paper because this is really fabric. It's sort of a picture or a drawing of fabric, but you can of course use it as well. Hello from Washington. Never been there. Oh, must be nice there too. What did I do? Again, I used one of the no-end dies on this label as well. This is just the label from the page set, and the no-end die is there as well. And all I did was use the fabric on my big shot, and well, I made a label. It's quite easy to do. It's not completely neat. I had to tear it up just a little bit, but the effect is always great. So I'm actually going to use fabric. Yeah, Roelie, Ilse was very sweet. And it turned out gorgeous, you know. And I did that a few times more. I used a few colors of fabric, and I used the label die, and I just used it on my big shots, and well, that's actually it. It was quite easy this time. Where is my glue? Yeah. I'm going to glue it down because it's too, yeah, it really doesn't fit like this in my traveler's notebook. I'm going to glue it on the paper. Hello, Honora. Yeah, it's really easy to do, Petra. It really is. It just cuts through the fabric like it's butter. And yeah, and I just die cutted a bit of cardstock as well. And I thought I would glue down the fabric on the cardstock. And then I have a fun label. You can do two sides if you want, of course. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm working a bit close to me. I can't see it. You can see it better than I can from above. It's very easy for you to see, but not for me. Let's start here. There we go. That's one. This is just a thin cotton fabric. It's nothing fancy, it's just a thin fabric. Oh. And I actually got this from Ilse as well. Ilse has been very sweet. Because, well, this collection was called Fabrick, Fabrick and Florals. And I said, I don't have any fabric. And then there were more people who said that. And she said, okay, I will send you some. So thanks to Ilse, I have some fabric. I'm very happy with it. No. Oh, this is quite difficult to do when you're not really close to, to the paper. But I think this is okay. There we go. Yeah, you can adhere it to the cardstock first and then put it through the machine. I think it will work. I didn't think of that. Otherwise I would have tried it. Because I love to try all kinds of new things. I don't mind if it goes wrong. I will just use another method. We learn from our mistakes, don't we? We can't do everything perfect. That's what I said to my son today as well. When he was frustrated over typing, he is learning how to type and it didn't work out the way he wanted to. And I said, well, we learn from our mistakes and we learn by doing. So don't get frustrated at all, because it's fine to make a mistake. It will get better later on. No problem. Okay. Yeah, oh, this is just a Bison glue stick. This is just a regular glue stick. Nothing fancy, just a glue stick. And it works great with fabric. I know that because I tried that years ago with something else, and that's why I know. It fits perfect. Okay. I wanted to use this one on here. It doesn't matter that it sticks out a bit. That's funny. That's great. Then I want to, oh, here. I have more here. I wanted to use this one on here. You can, of course, do anything you want on here. Just, yeah, just do whatever you want, whatever you like. But I don't want anything too difficult. Because I'm going to make a booklet out of it. Yeah, that honeycomb dye is also gorgeous. Yeah, true. Definitely true. Let's see if this glue works as well. If not, I can always go back to the glue stick. There we go. Oh, and time is flying by again. It's going so fast. Oh, this flower. Yeah, this flower is great, right, Sue? Yeah, it's also one of the dyes from the new collection. I've used it a couple of times already. It's easy to use and it fits well with everything. Oh, it's a bit of excess glue. Good. There we go. Now I have 3 labels. And I don't know what it's called. I think you know. We say a veiligheidsspeltje in Dutch, and I don't know the English name for it. But this is, I think somebody will know what it is. I'm going to make a bit of a booklet out of this. Like that. And this is going in here. I'm going to use this safety pin. Thank you. I was going live. I 5 minutes before I went live, I thought, oh my god, what it's called? It's a safety pin. Of course it is. I should have known that. So this will go in here, but I'm not ready with this yet. Because. So this is one for my pocket. I'm going to do something else with this. I have shrinking foil. The shrinking foil. Oh, I have to do the safety pin the other way around or like this. Oh, it will be okay. I've already made the flower and the jar small. So normally it's this size. And something is falling on the ground. I don't know what, so I will see it later. And the flower normally is this size. So I've already done some shrinking. I'm going to do the butterfly as well. And I thought, oh, I was doing this and I thought, oh, I should do this during the live, don't I? Sometimes I prepare too much in advance. So the last one I'm going to do now, the butterfly. There we go. There we go. And this and my heat tool. Shrink foil is so much fun, and I found this gold one. I also have the see-through one and the white one, but I thought the gold would be nice with the ochre, so I use the gold. Okay, I'm going to make some noise. I have to heat up my heat gun, and then I'm going to use it. For the butterfly, and I hope it works. Yep, there it goes. Woo. Stay here. Easy to do it by hand. There it is, and there we go. Done. Perfect. It's done. No, it's just the plastic is gold. I can show you. I found it somewhere. But it's actually gold. A shrink plastic. I can't make anything else of it. I did not color it. It's just the color of the shrink foil. Good. Well, that's it. Now I have 3 little ones. I did not use any fabric stiffener. No, I just glued it down. A penny. I just glued it down on the cardstock. That's all. So now I have 3, and I have, where is it? Here, some threads. Which one shall I use? Maybe the white one. Ooh, I did not put that away the way I should have, but I just got a piece off. There we go. Is this new? I've had it for over a year already, I think. Quite a while. But I thought it was the color matched the ochre, so I thought, well, let's use that. Okay. No, it's difficult to make a knot. Here we go. That's one. Oh. But stems are, or dies are always fun to shrink. I think they're fun to shrink. Still, and I will show you, I stamped on both sides. So every which way it goes, like this as well, then, well, it doesn't matter. I forgot to do it on this with this one, but I did it on the other two. Oh yes, Cindy, you can always watch back. I thought I would show you. I think Charlene did it in the past as well, but it's a while back. And it's always fun to see how it's done. And it's quite easy to do. Where's the safety pin? Here. And it will go on here. Oh, it doesn't stick. I have to glue it. Why is it doing this? No, I have to use something else, but I'm going to do that. And then I will hang them on the safety pin and it will be part of the booklet. I will do that later because it's getting on my nerves that it doesn't work the way I want to. And I think I will use other threads, but I think you get the idea. It will be part of this booklet. There we go. So this is my little booklet. And of course you can add pictures or you can add text or whatever you think is fun to use. That's one. Part one is done. What's the time? I've got half an hour left. Good, good, good. Okay, so I showed you this, the no end die. Great page, instant page. Just add a picture and a nice, do I have a picture? No, I don't have a picture here, but yeah, let's imagine this is the picture. You can use the flower on there and then you have your page already. It's very easy to do. The other side. This is watercolor paper. This is quite firm watercolor paper. And I use that a lot. I think people who have seen me before know that I use it a lot. I've got quite some ideas for this side. And I can't do everything, but I'm going to try. Going to use a stencil, of course. Stazon. I have used Stazon ink. Oh yeah, I will show you as well another way. Before we go any further, I will do this in a minute. You say Stazon and I'm thinking, yeah, I have to do something with the Stazon. Here it is. So I have stamped the jar and then I can make something like this with it, with watercolor or with pencils or whatever you like. You can also use acetate with the Stazon, which can glue on acetate quite easily. Use the jar. Do I work out of... Oh, Annemarie, I think I can see myself on the computer. Is there somebody else who cannot see me doing things? Because I'm working like... I'm stretching it a lot. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. There is this safety thing on there. And it always has a funny smell, this Stazon. Okay, I always do this a lot. It's a more difficult ink, I think, but it works. Going to stamp on the acetate. I promised to show you 3 ways with the jar. So I've already showed you 2, the shrinking foil and the watercolor. This is the 3rd. Yeah, good. I'm happy with how that came out. Yeah, almonds. It smells like almonds. Yeah, it does. It has this very strange smell. Where are my scissors? Here. And now you have a see-through jar, and you can also use 2 and put something in it. And I don't know, I think the Bora stitched the edges and make it a small shaker of it. I don't have a sewing machine, so for me that's a bit difficult to do, but I loved the idea. But I'm just going to make the see-through jar. It's quite funny. As soon as the design team received the collection, everybody had the same idea to use acetate. I can't make this a shaker right now, but I just said, if you make 2 of acetate and you have a sewing machine, you can actually sew down the edges or find a glue that doesn't stay white, but glues on plastic, and you can make a shaker of it. But now I'm going to do something else with it. Yeah, you can stitch through acetate. Yeah, you can. So I showed you this before. This is cork. I stamped on cork. I'm almost out of it. I have to find new cork somewhere. I use this a lot. I love using cork in my work. So this is the lid from cork. So, and now you have your see-through jar with a cork. I actually love this. I really think this is cute. You see, so now I have 3 options with the jar of, yeah, 4. This is so much fun to use. Great, isn't it? It's really cute. So this is what I wanted to show you as well. Yeah, I need to find some new cork. I can probably find it at a store somewhere. Good. Okay, again, the big traveler notebook pages, a stencil, how should we do this? Modeling paste, white, simple modeling paste, structured paste. I don't know, everybody has a different name for it, but it's just simple modeling paste. And just like it's just like butter. I'm not going to do the whole stencil, just a part of it. And I'm only applying a very thin layer. That's it. Yeah, you can do that too, Femke. That's a nice idea, to put glow-in-the-dark box in there. There is actually there is a glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, and this is actually heat-proof acetate, and you can use the heat gun on it. So if you have the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, you can use it on the jar. So I think there are a lot of nice ideas with the jar. Oh. So, just drying the modeling paste. Yeah, Penny, you have to keep it up. You have to change the needle though. If you normally use the sewing machine for your fabrics, then for this you might want to change your needle. And keep it for paperwork. At least that's what people who have a sewing machine tell me. A spider for David. Yeah. I will see David in a couple of weeks. I will tell him about the spider. It's a very cute stencil, isn't it? It really is a cute stencil. It's actually the same as the no-end die. Okay. Ugh. Let's stop the noise. I also want to use a stamp on there. No, not all acetate can heat emboss, but this is a special. I ordered special heat resistant acetate, and I think it's available all over the world. Which one shall I use? I don't know. I should have another stamp. Where is it? Oh, here. I will use the flower. I think that's cute. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp on here with Versamark. Where is it? I had it ready somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, it's here. So I'm going to prep my page so that the embossing powder will. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm sorry, I have to get. Quinn, kan je even wat voor me pakken? Even snel een doekje. I will ask my son to get me something because it's all a lot of powder now. Eén? Ja. Dank je. Zo. Goed. Again. Next try the Versamark and the flower. This flower is going to be here. Good. The white embossing powder. My hands are still dusty. Oh, Jen. Fun that I have done a lot already. You have to look back, I think. Because I'm always doing too much, right, in 1 hour. I always want to do too much in 1 hour. I already know that I can't do my... I will show you, I will tell you what I'm going to do with the fourth page. So, white embossing powder, nothing fancy. great as you're giving each other advice, because I do not have a sewing machine and I don't know anything about the kind of needles. I just learned from somebody that she said, okay, well, if you use your sewing machine for fabric, you do not want to use the same needle if you sew paper. So it's a good thing you are giving each other advice. Okay, ready. Okay, where's my watercolor? Here are my watercolors. And you can use all kinds of inks, watercolors, crayons on there to color your page. I'm going to use watercolor. This is the Elizabeth Craft Designs watercolor. Let's see, what color shall I use? I didn't think about the color beforehand. Let's do this one. I will make it white, a bit wet. Oh, this is actually a very nice color. Yeah. It's a spring collection and I'm making snow. Not very smart, is it? So this is not difficult to do, right? It's just coloring the background. Let's try that. Snow in April. Well, no, let's not hope so. We had a bit of rain today, but we cannot complain about the weather. And it's going to be beautiful again this week. And my husband went to Spain today. He already showed me pictures of a very, very blue sky there. But it's not very hot, but it's sunny, so he's lucky. Yeah, Anita, I have very sweet children. You met my daughter, Anita. I have a very sweet son as well. I need a piece of paper. Here we go. Cover that up. Going to splatter a bit. This is just one of the 4. Okay, I did not want to color on here. And I love splattering. Yeah, Anita, my daughter, just loves crafting altogether and really loves the flowers as well. And she wants to make a card for a friend with the flowers. So I think tomorrow we are going to craft together. Yeah, we did have snow in April. We also had snow in the beginning of May a couple of years ago. It's strange, isn't it? In the middle of spring, but okay. As long as it's the weather is getting better after that, then I'm fine with it. Well, again, a very easy background to make, and again, you can use anything you want on there. Make collages, use pictures. Yeah, Nancy, we are a crafting family here. And my daughter is 13 and she actually follows sort of an art direction at school. And art in every way. You mean also on the stage, like theater, but also painting or, well, all kinds of arts. And it's really something for her. She's not really a student, but she loves doing things with her hands and making and creating and all those things. This is a very beautiful color, isn't it? It's this one in the watercolor palette. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, and again, you can make a collage on it. Like, I don't know, use and then color the butterfly. I don't have time for that right now, but I will probably do that. Maybe put the balloon behind it. Use another flower and I will color it later. Like that. I will do something like this. You see? Something will emerge there later. Because I wanted to show you something else. This side. I'm going to give this side a color as well, but I'm not going to use a stencil or something like that. I'm not going to do that. I might want to use the same color as on the left page. And I'm just going to color the whole page. Oh, yeah. I couldn't see you anymore. The teal, yeah, this is teal. I couldn't find the words. Doesn't have to be neat, just needs the color. That's it. Now it can dry already. Ready. Okay, what I'm going to do is make patchwork on this. I'm out of space here. That's why I have the squares. And I have made another kind of page with this. These are the squares from the puzzle page, which are not quite straight. You know, it's a bit wonky, a bit, yeah, like this. And I have 9. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them on here, like this. It's quite random. I'm going to use 9 of them. And of course, I'm not going to do it like this, but I'm going to neaten it up. This is how it's going to look. And what I'm going to do is use this stamp set. Where is it? Here. Yeah, a deckled edge square sort of, yeah. I'm going to use this to make patchwork. And last time I just stamped with black and then colored it with watercolors. I'm now going to use the embossing powder. I'm not going to use the powder again because I'm creating winter again, but I'm now going to just use embossing powder. Let's do the first 3. Okay. I'm going to do this per 3. I think that's fine. That's 1. Oh. And another one. I'm missing your conversation. I'm trying to concentrate on 2 things at the same time. But again, I'm always trying too much in 1 hour, but I'm hoping to give some inspiration anyway. And of course you can do anything with patchwork. You know, there are all kinds of examples which you can do with patchwork. Cards, but also work in your traveler's notebook, and I am sure I'm going to use it a lot more in the future, but for now I'm doing this. Okay, that's one. Oh. That's 2 and that's 3. And let's heat that up. It has to work with me. Yeah, I think it's fun to show you the ideas we have. As soon as the collection comes in, our heads just work overtime with all the ideas, and it's just fun to show you. And people can always rewatch lives. So if you think, oh, I did not quite catch how she did that, just watch YouTube, because Elizabeth Craft Designs always places all these lives on YouTube, and you can use that to rewatch. Okay, well, stay here. And this is just white embossing powder. Again, nothing strange, fancy or whatever. There we go. Oh no, let's keep the paper and use it to color. And let's use a bit of bright colors because, yeah, well, it's spring. That's one. Let's do red. I think we can do that. Yeah, and this way you create your own resist. A bit too much water. And a third color, and then I'm going to use to repeat that with the other ones. Red, yellow, and let's do a green. There's a lot of embossing powder on this one, but okay. Yeah, spring colors. Good. Okay. And this is going to be glued on this page. Like that. And I'm going to repeat that again so that I have 3 rows. And when I'm done with the 3 rows, and I have to look up where I have it. Don't know where it is. I used to have, I'm going to make, not this one with cork, because I'm going to use the cork on this one. I have a white one. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I'm going to make a collage on this one as well. And I'm going to use the springy things on there as well. So I might use flowers and all kinds of things, and I'm going to put it on there with a text, and then, but not in the cork. I'm going to do that with white, or maybe I'm going to use the bottle on there, but I think it's too big for the page, but maybe I can use this one on there. Yeah, that's possible too. Now I'm going to make something in the spring colors, because I just love them, and I love the teal, I must say. It's really, really cute. So I showed you a lot. The collection itself, the page with the small shrink items, really cute. I'm going to hang them on the little booklets. The fabric, I have to glue this again, the fabric labels with the safety pin, and then these are going to be on there as well. This can be done with a no-end die. I showed you that. Yeah, the stencil, the stamps with the embossing powder with the resist, and the watercolors, the acetate jar. Lots and lots of ideas. I do wish you all the fun with it. If you buy an item or more from this collection, I'm sure it will be fun to work with. And just show them in the group, because it's always fun to watch each other's work and get inspired. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.